Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's live stream. Today we're going to be talking about options for when your DBA is on vacation and some things that we can do to help with that. Let me get the PowerPoint slide open here. And really what we're going to be talking about today is ensuring SQL Server stability and how we can help when your DBA is on vacation. Now, everybody needs a vacation once in a while, and unfortunately, a lot of the time with database administrators or other IT workers, it's really hard to take a vacation and actually get away from the office for any amount of time. And I've seen this with different developers and IT people. I know one guy who he and his wife went to Mexico for 3 weeks for vacation, and I think that quite often on that trip, he was in the local internet cafe, connected back to be working from or to be working on something that couldn't survive him being out of the office for a few days. Now, that being said, what we'd like to do is plan for how we can help. And we want to make sure that, like other employees, that all your DBAs can go on vacation. Now, if you've got a team of 15 database administrators, it's easy for one of them to go on vacation because the other team members can cover for you. But the reality is that when you have one or two DBAs, or more likely just one, it's pretty common that you don't have coverage. You end up in a position where if that database administrator goes to Hawaii for a week, where they may get either dragged into work while they're gone, or you might get stuck in a situation that you're not happy with while they're out. So a little bit of background. First, I'm Steve Stedman. I'm the founder of Stedman Solutions. I've been working with SQL Server for about 34 years. 9 years ago, I started Stedman Solutions. And Stedman Solutions is a consulting company where we do work with SQL Server and helping out people who don't have DBAs on their team, helping out people who do have DBAs on their team, but basically doing what we can to help out with anything SQL Server related. So we have a team at Stedman Solutions of 10 team members, including myself, who can help with different things in your SQL Server environment in order to help make sure you're covered if your database administrator is away. Now, one of the things that's important in SQL Server management is making sure that your systems stay up and running. I don't know how many times I've seen where some DBA is away from the office and something fails and people don't have the coverage to do this. I was in that situation about 15 to 20 years ago. I was working on a system and we had text messaging set up to tell us when the system was down. And this was back before cell phones really evolved to the point you could deal with lots of text messages, and it was a pain to go through and delete them. And I'd gone camping, and when we got back to cell phone range after going camping, there were literally 300 to 500 text messages on my phone, just coming in, chirp, 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 one after another. And it took me a couple of hours on the drive back to be able to clear them all out. But when I got back, there were issues that we had to deal with because it was a system where we didn't have proper coverage. Some of the common things that people might run into might be just a failed job or failed system in some way. Maybe it's some important thing that needs attention right away, that needs somebody to work on it. Other things we run into occasionally are corruption. Database becomes corrupt, and we have the people who can help with that, or just something not working right in your SQL Server environment, and it could be as simple as performance. And the thing we run into is that if you call us and say, hey, our database administrator's on vacation and something's going wrong, the system is slower than it's ever been, we can certainly help with that, but you're a lot better off if you work with us ahead of time so that we can work with you to get the right monitoring and tools in place so that when that DBA goes on vacation, we'll have you covered and we can react quickly rather than you having to go through the internet and figure out who's going to help you at this point. And for us, if you're calling us and there's a crisis and it's the first time we've ever seen your server, we're certainly happy to help with that. However, it will be a little bit more time consuming than if we'd had earlier access or were more familiar with you and your team and what your system does, things like that. So it's important for us to be available, but also to help out when that happens. And it might be that we help you out this year and then your DBA goes on vacation next year and we help out then, and that might be the only time all year that we help you out. But it might be getting us involved ahead of time may make the difference between your system being completely down and having a reliable system while your database administrator is out on vacation. Some of the challenges with a database administrator on vacation, I mean, we talked about some of the risks on the previous page, but things go wrong that need the help of a database administrator occasionally. And when that happens, we can be there to help out. Generally, we'll have 2 or 3 team members or even 3 or 4 team members assigned to work with any client. And that way, even if one of us goes on vacation, you've got good coverage. Real world examples when a database administrator is unavailable. I talked about this guy that I knew that was in Mexico working out of an internet cafe. There's been times that I've seen where people complain about how rough things are, how difficult things are when they're on vacation, and they don't really get to relax as a database administrator. And even if you are able to get your database administrator to help you out while they're on vacation, they may not be very happy about that. And I've heard some people even talk about how they're likely to go find a new job because they're unable to take a reasonable vacation. And we can help with that. We can help with your database administrator's long-term happiness and long-term success by being there to help out when they're on vacation so they don't have to stress while they're on that vacation. Here's how we fill the gap. We have tools with Database Health Monitor and our other daily monitoring products where we can continuous monitoring and proactive reaction when there's issues. So if you tell us that your database administrator is going to be on vacation for this week and we're the first ones who are going to be there to help, well, we'll keep a closer eye on it that week. We have a team of 3 or 4 DBAs assigned to your system, and that way if we have a lot better coverage if somebody's not available. And as part of this, we always like to make sure we understand your regular maintenance and performance tuning so that you can be in a position that you don't have to call us. We'd rather spend a couple hours getting your system more robust up front so you don't have to call us during that disaster or that outage. And really, we want to make sure, most importantly, that we ensure backup integrity and disaster recovery readiness. One client I worked with that their normal DBA was out. I happened to be on vacation and they got a hold of me and I helped them do a database restore while their DBA was out. Not preferable to do it that way. If we have planning ahead of time, we can be in a position where we have the right team member who's available to help you with that. So anyway, that's kind of a quick summary there of what we have available for how Stedman Solutions can help when your database administrator goes on vacation. And I'm going to open it to any questions at this point. If anybody has any questions, you can put it in the chat window. I'll cover how we can help. The call to action here is that if you have a DBA that you stress over when they go on vacation, or that they get stressed out when they go on vacation because they have to help the whole time they're on vacation, contact us. We can help with that. If you go to stedman.us/schedule, that's a link to get an item scheduled on my calendar in order to be able to help figure out how we can cover for that DBA while they're on vacation. And then also check out Database Health Monitor. Gosh, I put the whole wrong URL in there. But that's available at databasehealth.com. Go there, check it out, and it's a tool that will help you monitor and get to understand the health of your SQL Server a little bit more. I don't see any questions at this point, so I think we'll wrap it up today. All right? Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about how we can help when your database administrator goes on vacation. And hopefully when they're on vacation, they're enjoying their time off and not dealing with urgent issues while they're out of the office. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching our video. I'm Steve and I hope you've enjoyed this. Please click the thumbs up if you liked it. And if you want more information, more videos like this, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified of future videos that we create.